Hey YouTube, what is good, what is going on? Welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video guys, we're going to be talking about the M8A7. I'm going to give you guys the best class setup for this and what I feel is insanely overpowered. And now I understand why a lot of pro players use this weapon, and it is insane. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, then please do drop a like on it, and without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So this video is going to be giving you guys the best class setup for the M8A7, which is the final assault rifle you unlock once you have unlocked all your assault rifles. It is the best gun in the game for me. This is why so many pro players use it. It's because it's just an all-round awesome gun. It is a 4-round burst assault rifle with a really high fire rate and minimal recoil, and that is why the pro players use it, because of the minimal recoil and the high fire rate. It is insanely good. It's got good damage, good range, good fire rate like I've just mentioned, and really good accuracy because of that minimal recoil. The one thing that does let this gun down though is the iron sight, and this is why a lot of pro players and a lot of public players as well would use a red dot or an elo or something on it, because the iron sight isn't really that good in my opinion personally, and obviously that is why other people use a red dot and elo on it as well, because it's not that good. So the first thing we're going to be throwing on the weapon is a elo optic sight, which will give us a better accuracy because it is a red dot sight. So that is good, and that is what we want. And the first actual attachment we're going to be throwing on the weapon is a stock, which will allow us to move faster while aiming down sight and give us a little bit extra accuracy. And we're going to be throwing long barrel on there as well to increase our range. So our first 4 bullets that will come out the gun, that range will be expanded, and then obviously because it's a burst weapon, the range will just keep going and going and going, so you don't have to keep shooting so many bullets to kill enemies at range. So that is really good. That is why we're going to be throwing the long barrel on it. And then we've got obviously the grip attachment, which will help us reduce our recoil when aiming down sight. So that is good because it's got low recoil as it is. Putting that grip on it will reduce that even more, so it is like a laser gun. It is really good. I really recommend using them attachments if you guys are going to use this class setup. Now you would have seen this in a lot of pro players videos and games and stuff like that. They always use the RK5 with this weapon, and because of this allows us to rush in to places as well as sit back at long range and pop people off. The RK5 is a free burst pistol with a fast burst rate of fire, and it's amazing. It is one of the best. It's probably not the best pistol in the game for me. It's just so accurate and so overpowered. I really recommend using this, because if you do use this, it will give you a better advantage, so you can go into them close range gun battles without worrying, because the M8 isn't that good at close range. It is better at long to medium ranges, so I recommend throwing the RK5 on there. And let's move on to the perks, because we're not going to throw any lethals or tacticals on this class setup. We're going to be having afterburner, so we can obviously recharge our thrusters a lot faster, so we can jump out of the way, G slide and stuff like that, which you can't actually do anymore. I don't know why I said G slide, but you can slide a lot more and jump out of the way a lot faster because your thrusters would have recharged a lot quicker. We're going to have scavenger, so we can replenish our ammo and stuff like that, so that'll be good when we're using like our secondary or the M8, whichever. So it's always good to be picking up ammo. And tac mask as well, so it will reduce the effect of flashbangs, concussion grenades and shock charges on us. So that is really good because it'll keep us focused and more accurate when we're using our weapons. So that is a essential perk for me when using the M8. But that's it for the actual class itself. Let's move on to the score streaks, and personally I always love running a hardened sentry on this class setup, because you can just control the map. You can put this at one side of the map, and then you can go and sit off at the other side of the map and wait until you get your Wraith, which is our next selection of choice for a score streak, and then the hater as well, which will help us it'll just light the enemies up on the radar, showing them to a direct position on the minimap, so we know exactly where they are, which is awesome. And the Wraith will probably push the guys inside the building so they don't get killed. Obviously if they run outside, that Wraith is just going to pop them off straight away. But it is personal preference what you guys want to throw on as a score streak and a specialist. Personally I would probably use combat focused, or recently I've been using Tempest and I found that to be quite good, but it's entirely up to you. Combat focus for me works well, or kinetic armor. It's entirely up to you guys, it's personal preference. But that is it for the class setup today. today, guys, if you guys enjoyed this M8A7 class setup with the RK5, then let me know by leaving a like on the video if you guys are going to be using this class setup, because like I say, a lot of pro players do use this class setup. It's a really good class to be using if you want to go in for them streaks. It's really good, so I recommend using it if you want to just, you know, try something different. I really do recommend it. It's a really fun class to be using, so let me know in the comments if you are going to attempt to use it. Like I said, let me know by leaving a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, and I hope you guys have a great day as always, and I shall see you guys in my next video.